probably never heard of him, but he's a member of the Papal House. It's a story you'll only see here on Channel 11 tonight. Long Island reporter Rod Pearl met up with this special man in Long Beach, where he dedicates his time to making changes around the globe.
Out for a walk with his wife, Gary Krupp looks like an ordinary guy. He lives in a modest home in a middle-class neighborhood. But what he does is extraordinary. He is perhaps one of the most influential lay people in the world when it comes to spreading religious tolerance. Krupp and his wife Meredith, who are Jewish, founded Pave the Way Foundation, a non-secular, not-for-profit organization dedicated to ending the evil use of religion through cultural, technological, and intellectual gestures. It's something he says Pope Benedict firmly believes in and supports. In Long Beach, Rob Hoyle for the CW11 News at 10.
When religious zealots believe they will be blessed when they take a human life, it's the responsibilities of the leaders of the world's religions to speak out in condemnation. Governments are simply ill-equipped to respond to the religious distortion. Pave the Way Foundation is a non-sectarian organization, and we believe we can help in this critical area. How does Pave the Way do what we do? Through our historic, cultural, educational, technological, interreligious gestures, we hope to educate the largest number of people possible, and using our earned credibility to pave the way to advance our agenda to overcome much more critical obstacles. As an example, Project Baby amazed poor Jewish mothers in Israel when they learned that the money used to purchase their baby gift baskets of formula and diapers was donated by Muslims. We had the same reaction when poor Christian and Muslim mothers received their gift baskets from Jewish and Christian donors. We arranged for the digitizing for permanent archiving and internet access of rare manuscripts from the Vatican Library and for the Franciscan custody in Jerusalem. We enabled special digitizing artistic projects at the Vatican's Basilica of St. Peter. We've interceded with the acquisition of critically needed medical equipment. We support a Palestinian organization, the Wasatiyah Forum, which works with Palestinian youth to teach religious tolerance and to work towards a lasting peace with Israel. We sponsor educational lectures between rabbis and Muslims in order to educate and enlighten the devotees to the similarities between the two faiths rather than the differences. Although normalized relations between Israel and the Holy See were established in 1994, the legal and fiscal relationship between the states has never been finalized, causing unnecessary friction. In August 2003, Pave the Way successfully intervened to restart the stalled talks, and over the past 6 years eliminated political roadblocks to the completion of the fundamental agreements. Today we're closer than ever before to seeing this critical issue resolved. We identified and eliminated non-security travel restrictions, eliminating major interreligious conflicts in the Holy Land. We developed a training manual, currently in use at Ben Gurion Airport, to educate Israeli security personnel and instruct them in religious sensitivity while dealing with the multi-faith visitors to Israel. This has contributed to increased tourism, which benefits both Israelis and Palestinians alike. Pave the Way identified the papacy of Pope Pius XII as one of today's greatest interreligious obstacles. With over 1,000 books, both critical and in defense of Pius XII, written to date, the result is that there has been no consensus reached. It then became apparent to us that this academic logjam will never be resolved. We initiated the project to locate and publicly disclose thousands of original Vatican documents and eyewitness testimonies. September 2008, we held a 3-day symposium in Rome to publicly reveal much of the information that we discovered. Well, with our ongoing document retrieval project, our efforts have resulted in many academic institutions beginning to take a fresh, unbiased, and serious look at our discoveries. We're pleased to report that this has resulted in some cases in the reversal of the current negative positions regarding the efforts of Pope Pius XII to mitigate suffering during World War II. We're confident we will succeed in setting the record straight and removing this obstacle, which impacts over 1 billion people. In 2002, we led a large international group of Jewish scholars to the Vatican Library to see the manuscripts of Maimonides for the first time ever. The rabbis were surprised by the cordial reception they received from Vatican officials and astounded by the providential events that occurred that day. Pave the Way initiated the first loan in history from the Vatican Library to the State of Israel. This unprecedented exhibit of the manuscripts of Maimonides and others then paved the way to a return gesture from the Israelis. The Israel Museum loaned the Vatican a Rembrandt and Botticelli for the 600th anniversary of the celebration of the Basilica of St. Peter. It's historic gestures like these between the faiths that build real bridges overcoming political differences. Pave the Way initiated the largest Jewish audience in Vatican history, January 18, 2005, ever to meet with a sitting pope. We simply wanted to say thank you to Pope John Paul II for all he had done in religious reconciliation. This historic event has been heralded as one of the most significant positive advances in Jewish Catholic relations. When informed of a private sale opportunity, Pave the Way alerted the Vatican Library and identified a private donor to acquire the Bodmer Papyrus, one of the most important Christian manuscripts in the world. As a result, for the first time in history, the Gospels of St. John and St. Luke, written in the year 175 A.D., containing the oldest known version of the Lord's Prayer, are now available for worldwide learning at the Vatican Library. We sponsor concerts and museum exhibits to enlighten the largest number of people possible. Pave the Way is acknowledged as one of the only organizations that took concrete steps to help to finalize the Israeli affirmation of the Greek Orthodox Patriarch of Jerusalem, Theophilos III, thus beginning a new era in cooperation between the various faiths in the Holy Land. Pave the Way has been shuttling back and forth in order to help to close the rifts within the Christian Orthodox churches. This further enhances our reputation as the peacemakers of religion. These are just a few of the gestures and projects to show how truly effective we've been. The mission to Pave the Way is to create a credible and trusted rapport with the leaders of all the faiths at the highest level. We intend to use these relationships in order to charge the religious leaders with the obligation to act immediately and decisively with one voice anytime religion is defiled and used to justify acts of violence anywhere around the world. You may find it hard to believe that such a small, unknown organization has accomplished these historic milestones and projects. Our success is due to the hard work and dedication of our directors, advisors, volunteers, and supporters around the world. It's with a sense of urgency that Pave the Way advances this agenda, since we believe that stopping the abuse of religion can bring about political stability and peace, which will impact the lives of your children and generations to come. We are well on our way to quietly changing the course of events behind the scenes, paving the way towards international peace. Thank you for your attention.